Hi and welcome back to our Agile Toolkit course. And today we will be installing software that you will need in order to build your first web application. For this task, you will need a computer or laptop with a compatible operating system, which is either Mac, Windows, or Linux. You won't be able to do this on iPads or phones. You will also need access to admin account on your computer so that you can download and install some of the software that we will need. We code on our local computer, and then we will be deploying our application to the cloud where anyone else can access and use your application. And to simplify your installation process, I'm also providing a detailed step-by-step instructions for Windows, Linux, and Mac in the description of this video. I suggest you open that file right now and then follow me with the step-by-step instructions. Today we will only install 4 applications. We'll start with Agile Toolkit, which is a web framework, and this is a core component we will need to build our application quickly. Agile Toolkit is a web framework which is the most friendly for new users. I'm showing you installation on the new account. I don't have any application installed at all, and I'm just opening the site for Agile Toolkit and clicking the download button here. Since I'm on the Mac, Agile Toolkit doesn't need anything else to be installed. All I have to do is open this archive, and it gives me this folder, Agile Toolkit. And inside that, there is this handy app which I can launch. It will warn me that it's from an unidentified developer, and I have to accept that. And this is my a small window. It represents Agile Toolkit running on my computer, which actually is a web server. And what it asks me now is that I take this folder with my application, those 2 files over here, and just drag and drop them in here. And that's it. As you can see, this is now a web app running Agile Toolkit, and the default file that opened here is index.php, but I can click and look at the admin file as well. So that's right now I'm on the admin PHP in here, and that's the file corresponding to this page. That concludes our installation of Agile Toolkit. Let's install other components, but on Windows machine, then you won't be able to execute this application as a Mac-only application. And unfortunately, Windows doesn't come with PHP pre-installed, and Mac does. So download this application over here, which is called XAMPP. And it will give you the web server and the PHP that will help you launch the Agile Toolkit on your local machine. Once this is installed, look inside the documentation and locate your a folder which is called web root, and the web root folder is where all the PHP files would go, and then you just have to drag this folder and place it inside the web root folder of XAMPP, and you're ready to go. The next bit of software we will need is called Atom, and that's a code editor. With the help of this application, we will be able to open and edit these files. As you can see right now, these are text files, but using the default text editor or Notepad, it would be quite difficult to edit them. Instead, most developers are using a dedicated editor such as Atom. Atom is free, and again, it works on any platform, Mac, Windows, Linux. While it's downloading, I'll give you a quick overview of what kind of benefits you get if you use Atom for coding. Firstly, you get this nice looking syntax inside your code, so that it helps you read the code, it helps you understand where you make mistake. The second benefit is this thing on the left side, which is called a project browser. And as the project's getting more and more complex, you'll have more files inside your project. So this helps you navigate through those hundreds and hundreds of files and find the file which you'd like to edit. And the last bit is that item is very extensible. It supports plugins, and there are quite a few plugins which help specifically with PHP application development. I'm going to drag it inside applications. Okay, turns out I have it already. So that's it, and now I can launch it. Okay, so that's a default welcome guide for Atom. And I can pretty much close things over here and click on the Open a Project, and then navigate and open the folder you have downloaded from Agile Toolkit site. So open this folder. Okay, I'm going to close that, and I can finally open up the index.php file on the left, and I can explore what's inside the file. And as you can see on the left, I see all my files. I can navigate between admin and index. On the right, I see my PHP code, and it's nicely highlighted, so I understand where text starts, where it ends.